All right. Welcome. And I don't know. I'm energetically, it feels I'm not there. Energetically, that's it. I wish I could be somewhere drifting. I say, but still, the moon and Capricorn, so moon in Capricorn day. Yeah, na my break. Full moon, was there anybody? I say, Emma, break. Emma say, you suddenly feel all the aches and pains. That is what is happening to me actually. It's like all of a sudden, a bread and my bread that say, it show up. I didn't think I was that tired. And I think that because of insurance, so many people, because it's Capricorn, so it just calls us to duty. Moon, a phrase say, afei yɛnkeka yɛ to yɛnyɛ bibi anaa nea yɛyɛ no sɛ ha yɛ a yɛngyae yɛ anaa yɛndane mu ɛna sɛ yɛabrɛ dodo nso a then we need to also rest our body. Nti that is why I think I am feeling this way, because I say all of a sudden, I don't also think Sabia, but I think it's past week, because I don't think say me stress me home. But I think that Nehemiah Dadana Manyan. So the moon in Capricorn is doing that to a lot of people. And unfortunately, when you look at what is going on now, I didn't really know that in Siono. Oh, okay. So I guess I'm not the only one feeling that way. It's under the full moon's energy, then life is reminding us to say every way, I will say we need to also take care of our body the same way we chase after the things that we want. I will say you treat your body the same way as we do everything we care about. Now it's a moon, but a moon no be free Capricorn. Ofi Capricorn no be call 11th sign, Aquarius. And moon in Aquarius, any moon in Capricorn in almost to say in because before in traditional astrology Saturn any ruling Capricorn any Aquarius. Nti na se wo moon or Capricorn edwuma wo ho because a lot of the time moons in Capricorns ebi amaame ne bewo na wawo ne yemu manyi na ewie nti maame na nyini na ode abewo ana so se abrewa bi na beba betetew na wonteteye enye really about odo, but about work. It's there is that huge responsibility edaniti so ana ono akra no kro feels as ebusuana so die nyina edane so the moon in Capricorn doesn't bring joy a duty and is a we obi a moon in that Capricorn na sometimes wunya odro na wo ha ya ubenya odro a just wo ye adwuma. I think you should fall in love with your work. No bebo, but if you are expecting love, sometimes love is a very difficult thing to explore for moon in Capricorn. And then was it Enrana, Madame Fubio Michigan? Madame Funo, he knows I do astrology, but I think that earlier days in Impono Semesheme we as a crown, he was part of the friends that would talk me into doing it. And social media stuff into myself. Sometimes it's hard for me to keep up with Neoy. But I know I'm no catcher me say demons be ham. Or say on Tiasie, almost say I say he is battling demons because Odano Sundaya, almost oncophobia, or like people that are already dead and past people be now and he doesn't really understand. And because he grew up, he was born and then ye bibia or US honomo and ane papa ne so ye sofo or US also. I think that he has a bit of religious fear ne ade no. ewo ne mu enti all ka say demons na mesi o demons bia enha no na Mercury core retrograde. When I explained to him, no, say, okay. Because sometimes you're quite straight. And that is why no na omo refer to sa daye na obesu se woni nipada de bia na wo kroma na yesi hey obi ye wo edru anaasɛ obi pɛ sɛ settle life ne back but now no Mercury no we station retrograde ankasa time na yɛdi ne ho nkɔmmɔ no nyinaa no na ɔwɔ ne shadow period but me hu sɛ shadow period na ɛyɛ no ɔden mpo kyɛn ɛbrɛ na we station retrograde no afei na ɔboaboa ne ho abɛkɔ no and if you look at the trend it started about 3 weeks before the actual retrograde no Enti area na assign 3 weeks after the retrograde. Enti even with the bicycle cra no auto under the Mercury retrograde a lot of the time no about with problems. And I think that for so many people so now ubehu sa de dada bia na we DSC na wako hu Madam Phobia ono ye Australian he or sending me message and the messages are all sending me ne maame he is about 80 years old yes and ne maame no ye wo no me se be 1910s or something and ne maame no ne diary na maame ne church ne ho asem wo mu ne ade no afei na wehu. And you can imagine that out of nowhere, something from the past, 1930s. In fact, when he was sharing with me, I love it when we discover these things. So na many agents, you're sending me pictures of ni enanema miniature, ni poetry, ni ade no. Then I was looking at it. And then I was reminding him that it's Mercury retrograde. So edu retrograde. Those are some of the things. Ebi a wo hwa na ade dada bi, ebi a wo nana bi, wo papa bi, ni bi kwa ebi a wo de esi o nkai kra baby wo but o na ma na wako hu. Me say me receipt from me work KG kindergarten. Na me wo all of them I found them that they were stuck somewhere in my bag. The Mercury retrograde no is like let's dig into the past a little. Na afi yen kwhwe say in that past no what were we doing there sa past no enema ben na ye call so wo ho enema ben na ye ya anye ni yie then we begin to redo these things again no se bia na no ase wuti na hyase say e remind wo of past relations e bi o ha wo hwe se ne relationship na e kona when notice say okofa akwame no sene na matie no ya yese saa na wokofa akufi ne nso ekowie na wokofa so you begin to think about the past you begin to worry sometimes it's a reflection moment where you go back and when you are talking with people you realize that your conversations no ni nyina koye past enkomo ni nyina koye wonkai na no na yekohia we na wona ma na wo hia sa classmates ni ade bi ohokra Facebook nipa no hu na che me say during the shadow period no it was a classmate be a course mate rather ewo ebra na me ko telecom no and then the guy was the SRC president then maybe a TikTok and the first thing I saw was the poster of the guy that he had died. And see, those are some of the things I do retrograde. So if now you are thinking say mean she be I would say think again. Unless say it's a past idea, it's a past decision. Ye bibia e bi ye da etwemu. No there then you can consider doing it. But ye bibi foforo there then I don't think you should do it. I was say we train retrograde ni energy ni twemu end of August no then you can look at redoing sa at the chrono and I say be starting that new thing no and still na no Saturn ewo Aries, and when Saturn is in Aries, Saturn on mriketuo ntɛntɛm ɔpɛ sɛ biribi a wobɛyɛ bia ɔsɛ Aries yɛ impulsive because Aries ɔyɛ ruled by Mars energy no. It is a Mars so no ɔpɛ ne ntɛm ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔbɛtwɛn but Saturn nso sɛ mempɛ ne ntɛm you need to slow down nti akɔyɛ sɛ wowo pɛ ne ntɛm Saturn mpɛ ne ntɛm ɛna akɔhyia edi adeɛ biara na yɛbɛyɛ a yɛde ahopeprɛ na yɛde bɛyɛ no yɛbɛwie no ɛnkɔwie yɛ yie eti ɛho behia sɛ yɛbɛgyaegyae ɔho sɛ unnecessary rush ne speed no na yɛbɛdwene bio before we do anything ɛwɔ sɛ okay so ɔho sɛ in astrology no we have so nkɔfoɔ bi wɔ hɔ no but ɛyɛ a ɔmo ndɔɔso. You see that sometimes no say moon no me say I'm one of those people. Me moon no say moon no ko Aries that day me sorry me active. I will do things, I will take my decisions, I will do everything fast. Betty made the just one afternoon, may soup, stew. I can do like 2 types of stews, soup, nibibia. The moment I moon and neighbor Taurus, I just want to hide away, be under my comforter, maybe play some nice music, eat some good food. Gemini that day, no meti miya kasasa. A movie called Cancer. My sensitive. Suddenly, I want to be home or I want to meet family. So there are some group of people moon and on a transit. Kese. So me, I cannot do a regular work now. And I've tried that before. Like I say all the time, my managing operations. I've done a lot of things before answer. Maybe reading no, and then because the moon in affect me no, it means that I'm almost always operating from my emotions. It's in the moon and so almost say astrology no area ne wo papa and a moon ne ye wo mami. So the sun is masculine, the moon is feminine. And you almost say feminine energy, and not just say we are talking about feelings. We are talking about every kind of feeling, anxiety, nervousness, sadness, you can say impulsiveness, anger, everything, all those type of confusion, any idea. And you know, say if you are one person, moon, the energy no impact here. It means that what sorry anapana se moon and da baby to say Pisces Arehua any interest na ebeba also. You see, it's just you wake up and you are sad for no reason at all. Arehua ne beshe was so sad. And you cannot do anything to change it. But the moment na moon na ankasa be movie from Pisces no. Obehu se na afe wo body na shase so ye vibrant because from Pisces ebeko Aries. Enti eno no wobenya saa mass ahokeka no around that time no. In fact, say wo akra, it's easier to find these children because omo ye camouflage. I say omo te say chameleon, omo no omo se san omo colors no. Enti te say me say me ni obi opekasa na ma obehu se suddenly mekasa manipa no kra obebre me mpo no opekasa no kra obebre me. Because my body no enemy energy no it change according to who is there. So that is why I me protect me energy no me enye obi na me bie me dan say ombra even with my family mpono obi anywhere waba me ho no more than a day or two. The moment you come here was because the moment anipa ne beba no obeja ne energy na mame. Enti that is why I even work from home na computer so na me ne wo kasa no. I'm not going to rent a shop and have you walking because the moment na wo beba no ware wo ni wusu ni ade ni nyina wo beja mame enye me na me wo ha wo no but that day no me body ne be act as if say I'm the one that is having these troubles. Enti no when I'm away from places for yare me nyare more than 10 years ago me nko hospital da but the moment na me ko baby for yare no all of a sudden na me so much as say me yare and it's not like my body is sick but me energy na nkasa no na beye basa bi If you are somebody ewo wa obehu say ne wo sorry a wani ajepa bibia nsiye ba obehu say you were extremely happy. The next minute you wake up, I said there is this arewo bi wo hu baby efi, and every time one nkofo na ma these people are hating you. I said wonye nipa ne hwe kra na ne ono wo ebufuo no wone ne na ma no se wo de wo akoma dodo woni suban wonye ba wo so wo hu ne ye waye. And sometimes it saddens me so much because when you meet these kinds of people, you realize that almost no ma fine, no, but society no. Who almost all my fine because nipa ne body na yesa ahwehwe enti no se mimi gina ho no ma me hu woni mu obi agina ho a, but you know that human beings the yempensesa enti no se mimi hu se mebufuo no wo pike wo express sa ebufuo na eye mehi enu nti na me blame wo se wo ebufuo no, but abrabo na ma wo kire me ne ewo mimi mu, so that I will know how bad that anger is na madane no. So these are the people omo feeling no, they are the ones that are healing the world. Omo na when they learn to manage their own emotions right, they become healers. They heal the world. They hold space for people, because before me say me ni obi be san nipa no obekasa no, I had already felt the person's energy. Before I will be no, my body no already a feeling wo energy ni mpo dada. Ansa wo kra wo be no a wo bekasa. Enti no, these days no, me swani de me can say I really struggled when I was little, because it's not easy say moon ni energy no. And then sometimes there are people who say that na moon no ye de aboho no mo say embe ha obi o say embe ewia ne bosomi nipa cannot create that. A human being cannot create sun. A human being cannot create moon. And when you look at how no ancient times no yema memono before obehu say ni period de betimi abada say you know ohwe moon ni face no se moon ni wo no mo na say ni period ne ba onim say the other time ebeba bi obeye time a moon no enyi ni ti no the same way no. So that is how they were looking at the moon in the faces no. They say me say ye me no na moon no or ye crescent. It was wasking at the time no. Me nyem me ba no, it was a new moon crescent sa. And then when I had my child too was born under a new moon face no. The same face na. Enti no say we are omo ye that feelers no. And I don't like to give people labels, because no enkofo pay labels too much. You see that you will be there and now will be say you're a chosen person. Now will be say or you're there alpha male. Now will be say all these nonsensical titles no they are to, and these titles either limit you and I say a stroke you ego no. So obi you go through problems or no go through problems instead so be near or ya onye ni ye no be fix these problems no. Or te honom say or you chosen person in tina or go through sa or how no. But I can tell you emphatically that abrabo no choose you for anything. Life has not chosen you for anything. Any enka obia or we are you chosen person. Because once you are here, no, you are coming to live your life. You are coming to understand the patterns na how no. Now what done no to a positive something that supports your growth in. But rather unfortunate to say, when we do not get to know who we are, na ye nama ye ko kind portion bi kakra obi ohono ma oti relationship mu ye bu no basabasa because so obi ka kire so ni nipa ni ye soulmate or twin flame or then you enunti na still na or yes stuck with this relations no. And you can try to figure out the amount of, you can imagine the amount of heartbreak and sadness I womu say yes you be your soulmate, but this person is not being with you in a way ube feel say you are in the hands of somebody that is your soulmate. And you know, we need to let go of the labels, because labels, like I said, is either stroking your ego and I say limit wo because obi ka so ye chosen person a wade ato ne ho so say me ye chosen person nti na nkofo be attack me no obi antan no but o say obi a ne ho ye nkofo ahi nkofo tan no nkofo ye ni say nkofo ye because so ye chosen person. You have to get out of that fantasy world no. And then Shasiasa Faye, yeah, you are understanding who you are, your power. Because I tell you that emotional beings, life is extremely difficult at first. But to say when I understood how much I hold within myself, I stopped letting environment dictate for me. I stopped letting people's energy dictate for me. And you won't find me where you frame me wo me nko ye bibia even near what frame me no when I feel it's not right for me I won't go me nko. I always protect my energy and then me are very intentional about who I call into my life and who I do not call into my life. Don't sit there and be yes I be now mo sorry them no we are chosen people Israel chosen nation and then whilst you do these things you are degrading your own self mo degrade mo ho na fe mo subject mo ho to some silly thoughts and then in the end that is rather destroying your life. You don't need to be a chosen person and sawabo obre obi an choose won fa wenye hwe. What they are say, look at how I say wo say moon ne energy ne ta count. For example, me bana me describe it the way a moon neti I won't say oh sa 3 days sa na wo feel it. Then you know that the moon ne energy no eta count. Track moon na answer why ye bibi. For example, me say so be friend me say me nko baby nko ye interviewer. I will look at the moon Me moon and na say be that Gemini I know say okay Gemini bema makasa bebre nti no you good. Na ma share aspect to Mercury that day no before answer makasa me ko. There have been people who will call me and say be any radio station or pesenka e be a me be kasa na so bi kwara te make us a live session enka oh yeah na wa frame me na maba. I tell them I don't function that way because Mr. Michelle will say ochina me da sorry a meba be live session. Na me sorry na moon and what to say cancer. There is no way I will be able to do it. And I said the aspect ni difficult. Obeka say it's a new person, nipa fufro completely. Ni ameka kra no, it will seem like inti mami pa na eka ni okay. And yes, be insult, but it will be something very shallow. Enye papa biasa. And because I know, I go with my energy. The moment I feel that burst of energy within me, say, go ahead and do this thing. I do it. I don't just wake up, now my family back, now me see me kokromo. I don't do that. I wait till my energy feels like going and samaye. And sometimes be away juma. They say me say me run operations. No, I always had problems with Oma no more because they saw me to be obia. Or you're very strict, or you're very so they were really doing the work, But they thought to say I couldn't connect with them emotionally in any way. Obi or cross you me 3 more day. But you see, when I'm around people that are very giving, people that are very kind, almost Obeka will say, oh, maybe so you're very kind, maybe so you're very giving. And Debia no send any panity no sa na metie. Eti se wo ben me na se wenu mu nseme nya da wa na me ne wo be spend no nseme ameka kire wo nyina no wo kwa wo be kwa akusu because my body no automatically will start to express enema the same way that you express it and difficult. One day there is a woman that came to me or you'll be very close to me, so and then she was explaining to me that or obi kra ondi na tem nipa na koye ne complain so hu na no didi na tem and all kasa nyina na me hu say it's just a projection mirroring na koso no. But I feel so sad for her because den say almost say baby a wa bedu ne se ne onte ne ma asinti no as or ye deep into sa ne people pleasing ne ma no or pesa all the time no pleasing nkofo or man nkofo feel so you good enti the same people now sorry I know so manu afufu obra na bedi na wa bedi 3 days time no nipa no wi na wasan akoka say ai e na onye nipa papa ni tiri mo odin o ha adwen enti ono so nte ase enti we say wo kwa asori ya beka say o bonsam na eye sa bonsam na but even asori dem wo ni mpo no obe hu say be kakra na obi ampe wa asem bio obeka so obi ye but obi anye wo what is no you have a very powerful energy, you have the ability to heal, you have the ability to hold space for people. What you are, I had to say these are the people that are creating the change but na ewa ha so be ye adwuma kikikiki apesika no they are the majority ne no dos no energy reserves no te say me bani say she has that energy reserve no obetimi abre ne ho enne obeka say the way our brain the ochina enan kraja ma onya bi no de anante but sorry ana ne energy na renew ne ho ombre but say me say metimi akoye bibi even me kwa yi ase kra na ebetimi take me be 2 months 3 months na still sa yi ase energy na ewo me so. And you know, sometimes when I come in, I have to do some cleansing. I have to do a lot of things. I be changing energy, no, Eddie Mami. And Apa way say there was somebody I read for. I remember, sorry, sir, me using this example, but I'm not mentioning names. So I think me reading man. Ye draw cards. Now see okoye be oni obi koye partnership bi nipa ne ye nebusuani opeso ohu ne ebeko. So I remember I drew the cards and I say nipa no ye wubusuani die but adwuma na amokoye nim kowiase no problems bebre ebeba. Wo se wo mpese wo bejai still na wo se hoye de wo pese wo koye de a. Ene before a wo ni nipa ne be share adwuma na se no fa contract to so. Sika bia wo be contribute no fa contract fa to so. Osiyo mate. Fast forward to 3-4 months in you. I think even more. What framing? Or person you reading. I made my draw cards. So no, we've seen that now there are problems. So I asked him, say you draw cards, make a tray was say problems be wo wini nipa ne ntemunti no. E hu be hia say wo be ye bibi or say ma anya contract na ade ne se ne ye na ye ne ntem dodo ma anya contract. Ba utimi hu say ade na aye basa ma eye ne ya e ma afi ni buefo kasa for more than 30 minutes. I had to be quiet behind my computer just so that oberante obekasa so akasa enti at that point na oguso kasa no. Me niema na mesi awie na enema ni mu beyi wo machine mu kra no awo awie na me de agura so wo me porch now no because of ono ne de ni energy na eya be me so my body is now becoming restless. So I had to take enema na awo dada no me de akwa abonten just so mframa betimi afa me so me ho kakra. I had to drink water, I had to burn in say because me di agura me so me rante sa and I think I'm even ranting now. Me so me rante sa the same way now no na all rante tremino. So when your energy is very fragile, you have to protect it. And yes, wo ma beba bebo obeye. Webusuafo beba bebo. Everybody will blame you for eneme ye omo fault no. Onu ni tiri more but oshiawa o si wu tiri more onu oni abotre oshiawa o si wo de wo akoma dodo wo hu ehi dodo. Wo so wonye nipa kro ne hwe. But you see that they blame you for a lot of things. So once you have an understanding that nipa no ohuwa owa esa ahwehwe de amano enti ne ewo no animu no na oka akire wo then you will not take responsibility for how na omo kasafa wo ho no afa wo be create a different energy for yourself and also be ma boundaries about ho kakra because wa wote sa no wo be then na 3 days na wote obi fie 4 days na wote ha da bia wo kwa omo be ye omo hi. I remember that I lived with a friend before Ache during my school days no me ho ye na hia mo hu ne onye me like ohu me ohu ana ne buufu enye so ye nipa bone nso onye nipa bone but I say all of a sudden no ne energy no yes but on say me ni nyina no me free ne ho na me call ye no after several months, we were able to rebuild the friendship nicely because me energy na mpese me wo be energy move for so long. Enti na afa mi fie na sa me ba wo a ye di nkomo kakra wi ye ne be wo sa me ko mi fie na me ko recharge me ko reset me so me energy no. So if you don't know these things oh ye beka se wo be ye wo se en wa ade ba ko so rewo kakra wo ho ne se when your energy is like that normally no we late bloomer enya ade eniema be ye ne ntema ma wo to say me say a lot of when it comes to our war me wo ye kra na me di matra 30 so it's like you everything is late and enya ne ntem emfa ma wo eno nkyere se obi ti wa bra boso ana obi ha wa bra bo ana se obi ato wedro ana obi abo ya Ghana de no I want to use the words na ya maame mu use no osi we de bompaye wa mompaye na chese bibi kotia but entisa some people omo ye natural late bloomers it doesn't matter what you do obetimi aye ne bibia and almost say the good side of it is that ema wo wisdom no because wo de imagine say ade a obi anapa we sorry no odware no kokoya na ye de ama no wonko a wo be ho wo be hu say mbada now see I remember a guy there was a guy who was working at you can say no go fields he's even dead or he late he died very early he was around you can say 28 or so very nice guy. And I remember one day, now only me didn't come and he told me, say, you're school because we're University of Mines and Technology. Also, you're school, you're now for 4 year course mate or be Juma. But there is one particular guy. Ononkwa, send fear 4 year no ononkwa Juma. And I was just laughing. Because so many people now, omo energy netesano. Any man yan in temo. And then you be na ayewo because life ne pese wusua how to wait, how to value the things ebeka wonsa no. Pese wo sorry anapa na o say ama me hu wa chentime be. O pese wo tena wo fie na ama frɛ wa. Sa akosua ene de wo ba ha nke yi o. Na wo so wote nka se wa fie ama na wako. Enya se wo sorry ya na wo ne nam kofo fie na wo ne nam kofo demu. It will always create problems for you. Woni mafutu fatina ofie enya se wuhia nipa na osie wala wo skirt ya shekitikiti de esesana nka obobo they will insult you even if what you are saying is right they will insult you se wafutu no ye good se den ya kra na nobody will agree with you until say what the etnase na nipa na bisa wo say sister ama sister efi me skirt ya ma she me dey come interview wo feel say it saying now I catch ready say oh skirt is so ye interview o do so kakra nti wo different one wo ho yi na nka manhwe but say yen bisa wo hwe na wo koka ye be didi watem that is why it say me say there is never a day I obehu say obi issue me say maso camera mete ho me kohwe nipa kro no ne ekoso I won't do it. I talk about things when I've been invited to talk about them. Semeye reading na wo wa frɛ me no me ba ha no wo na wodi wudin beto ho no mo. Eti wodi wudin to ho na kyese wa ma me kwan. You've asked me say efia ma me enne se wo ye reading na wo betimi a ye bi ma me. That is an invitation. So I go with that. But me to me what one man ma be send wo message say brana nke ne minye reading e ma wo. Nobody will even let me do it for them. Even if near me I remember when to say be a here, me see me pe radio station na me ni o ma ye juma. Near me chesi na me ka say o me chesi radio we no. Bibi enfi mo mba. But ni me te ho no ma ni obi be ka say oh ada na won fa nko this one obekọ no obehu se na bibi papa every mu aba nti I don't think I see know thyself. I believe that you can in the 1800s or 1600s yes know thyself because when you understand yourself you become all too powerful. Obi nti me mfrɛ wo no nka ntrɛ wo sa me hu se no me bi da wo so ana se me hu se wabusuafo hyehyɛ so mo beku. You know my father is an elder or your elder wo sorry bako na sorry minim ne din I don't remember the church. And then me papa the reason me papa ye ntimi ndi nkomo for even 20 minutes. Me ne call ne last be 45 seconds or 1 minute. Die betche no not say there is something really in particular or catch me because my father is a very negative man. Enye so ye nipa boni so onye nipa boni, but according to me papa no obi amfa ni penwu ye da. So me wo ho na ofre me na o catch me say hello obi ba ewu na me say okay. Sometimes in portrait me anipa no minimo no. But me papa obe force me ase me hu nipa ne by force. Obe ka say, wunimo no. Oba ha no na wa ha wo hia ne wa ha wo ye say. Waka ni na ewie no as if that is not even frustrating enough. Na wasaya ka atwere wo say, akra no afi na nka na bra bo ye we na omaku na to atwene saa no. Na oda ho no se obi itimakoma, obi kume. Ade achi ye na wewu. Enti obi oyare no onko no medru oni na me mpaibo. For example, I looked at his chart. Me ni di ne chart ho nkomo. Ye di chart ne nkomo no that day no ka kire me say onim se sa yi ono cross me prophet ana o say o me kra me nim say na we dey because say we ye di for eniema. And mind you papa kro na me kana asem no me wa 3 years na o 2 kwan ja me okotena Ivory Coast, and he lived there. Me did there 24 and me who ye say me papa ni. Menena kasa ka trene say wo chat ne se ne yete no ade e betimi aha wo esichire emfa wo say wo di esichire na wo ndi esichire because one say the past has something to do with it. Enti na wo no wo betimi anya sa sugar related problems no. Osi oyare wako hospital. Yes, nsuo gina ne lungs mu nsuo gina na koma me say esichire no will be the thing na ebe hawo onam okoma nkesim na wakoje nkofo abibidro wo ho no mo. Last time me I bought a dra ebeboa no in managing saa we no because obi a obre wo sugar ho bia no I do get them that na me say o kona koto we na ye. Still na me mpaibo ase and still no see nebusuafo ne pese omoku ne totwene. You can imagine that. Enti no oyare ne ho nto ne da because according to him no obi foforo eku na to atwene. Enti even medicine impo no useless. And we have so many people like that. Enipa bebre a omo Ghana. My father is the average Ghanaian. Like okwa Ghana ni bia fi a wonim say nipa be mienu ana miensa bi die. Omo te wona so yare kra no no medro obekwa akwaje anointing water. Obekwa akwaje sofo na ase ahwea. Obekwa akwaje eniema basa. But near yare ne die ondi hu dwumada. And then in the end, no, now we're free monodiko. And I'm not saying that is why you die. And yeah, nunti because wo de eden ya wo bewu. But sa eni ye we no. And no na we repeating a past life. We repeat. And e de wa ba be do baby e de we do no. Enti e hu be hia se edum rebi a. Even if you wo de ene ye religious, especially Pisces for no. Because someone say Ghana ye Pisces. Ye ka Ghana birthday ye say 6th of March 1957. So Ghana ye wishy-washy to say Pisces. Akwadro e moto ho. Oh nyame beye. Onye bibia. Ya menye. Ghana ye creative. But how far are we going with our creativeness? Ye mfanye bibia. Ye be Ghana tisa. Obeji ho bebre afe na ono obre. Ghana besunda ye bebre. Ghana cannot do it because Ghana is a Pisces or ye wishy-washy. Ghana ye dilulu. Ghana as a country ni ye dilulu. And when you look at the chart in power, rebe ho keke. Enti se ya ma adwini mu anda hwa. Na wona ma na wakofa obi label na wo de ato so. Tell you see me ye chosen person inti or bread ye chosen person dear. Oh, I will say me dear me ye chosen person inti. Then another label will come. Another label will come. Enti to say astrology mpo say no. Instead say nipa no because we ye in-depth astrology. Me nkai obi a me ni ye read na make a trend say oh was sun sign ni da hanti na de ben no. I tell you what sits on your chart, but I don't let the sun ni become your identity. So be on Mosio. I will say me ye Leo sun in intina. I will say Leo ne wako relationship ni mo no an edwama intina relationship na engina no. Or say I will say Leo ni we die en shiantia. Even though there may be these problems with a be a chat no. But listen, you also do something. Also, wuye bibi answer ni ebesi no esi. Enti se wo koware. Na wo ne nkofo de da. Ebi a wo ye obampo. Like you sleep around. And then things don't work out. And then now you are expected because you see there is something here. Almost say ebi a synastry. Ye hwe wo ne wo partner relationship a. Ye hwe enema wo chat na nipa ne de na bebomu na aye baako obia wo different person wo baby a na chese now no instead of two energies no there are lots of energies a play out wo mumienu no mo life mo and then obia na oye daadaafo oye otrofo onamo free niema ono a onkotua aka na de bi o hyebo ntiminde so sankofo ni nyina they never become rich because enya almost say near all ye ne ya so de se ni sika kra enda baby yi for people ye stingy no in the end no they meet people that are very cold because one kasa no sika no hu yi a wusu enti adan na wo pese obi so yi ne de na wo de mawo the same thing within yourself ne na wo be attracted wo abonten. And I know that sometimes that is not what people want to hear. Enya no na bi enipa ne be pese obeti enti no opebe bi okwa ye beka say oh this time he dey say we ya and sometimes there are even people who say omo ye astrology, they are reading chart for people that can tell people say sorry ahomachi kona kojina edua biase tutu honomo ye say they teach people eniema you don't know whether say nipa no ye black magical say oye den yo eya ohun don't just follow obi niema hunu bi ni obi nsen just because of person ma wo hu so no so hu ohu like oye obi a oye deep or ye some spiritual folk bi spirituality ye very simple spirituality nye kosesa niema keka bomu na chichiri bibi na chiechia na ye say a lot of the time some of the rituals that we do last time I was telling somebody say dum rebina say bi a wusika sem ohu if you have something in your chart na wo say sika ne bank kitten a dro bia ni ho no ma wo be ya e be ma sa time no sika be ba akese enye possible edu bra life ne say na wono me ma wo life ne slow down na wono me ma wo life no wahwe eniema ehu hia me ma wo life no take a very slower pace and there is a reason why because ebi a wo kra no wedi niema chikikikisa wa bre so life na ekatre will say you know what how about you slow down how about you rest your body how about you eat well and enjoy kakra na also wa peno because what's the point say we be chasing niema sa in the end no and niema kroni gu na still wo da abonten say wo pribi dia beka ho and watchen ya na afi wedi be 80 no afi na wote ho na wo see a guy told me a story and then I was so sad for guy no ne maame o say ai na me maame see so no na ono sa life no wa ambobi ne wig ne ade yina onye obekrakra sika no no de apaduane ama ne medi no de aye bibi de ama ne ma no afese say me maame me wo US me nua ba akoso wo Canada me ba akoso wo ha no mo ba akoso wo ha enne me maame wig ben na obepese obehya ye ntime ntomma no and then I asked him now how old is your mother. And yeah, sometimes so I will say we a parent whilst taking care of your child, you don't have to forget to take care of yourself too. It doesn't mean it's a man shewoba, but bra wo shewoba no. Yeah, shewo so wo ka ho. Because imagine say we di 80 ansa wig a wo pe no wig na wakoma da so no sa 80 no animu ben na wo de kwhye wig no skin ben na wo de kwhye. And when you sit down and look back it has always been struggles, but the ebre bi edu a da ebre bi atimi atena se aka say ebre we di minim but ene de me kon ado say ene enka menya fofo ni abenkwan bi na medi enti mentena se na mendi bi. You cannot always let it be about other people. Unti me mane nya other people. How dare you take care of your children to a point to say wono wa ye mobrowa, and then at the end of the day no enkra na nyina wie no na okọ Canada no okọ US no okọ we ya. At that time no, how much are you going to be eating? Aduane no dodo sen na wo bedi ne saa time no. Enti no, whilst you take care of your children, please take care of yourself too. Enjoy wo so moment no, because ebre ne kwa na eko. Ebre no kwa na eko. Enti no wo so wo hwe wo hu bia. Oba ne nyini na okọ Canada, okọ US mpo a, wo flip it through wo pictures a wonim say, oh, in that time no, you also lived. One survive keke, you lived. And sometimes no enye say wodi sika kesie bi na wode ye ebre bi wo hono ma eye se wo betena sika kra na abeka say ene de me kon ado se me kwotena abonten ma mframa fa me ho. It doesn't take a lot. Just go out there, get some sun. Kwana koma mframa emfa wo ho. Men take care of wo mana winyi wo hu nsi nchen na wudi 90 wudi 80 ansa wo ba beka se me ma me bre me hu nti afi operiga meto ama no eti ben na wo de kwhye saa rig no. So let's take care of our children, but take care of ourselves too. Yeah, enjoy it. Yeah, live your life. No, it can be just what's your favorite song be. A drum maybe I also fast our favorite song in the mia so na face sakakra. Ma won to ma brabon kaiwo on kaiwo say you are here to live, not just to survive. Because I was survive keka. And like I said, it doesn't take much. And yes, kakesi biana also obema also would live. If you are can open you go to Canada. Now you cannot afford Canada. Until no was area no sheshe baby a wujina wutimi hu kroni na and from afar so ma wa say and then they ask me cry ho atono. And do it. And then there are people obi ohono ma otubata kwetena baby a osi eyi ahanumi die enti se mi krom ahanumi die ena ahedin dodo ena ahedin dodo ahade me mmobra ena ahade wo hwa aha ye din dodo ena yenya hwe dodo abrabo no say anytime I will be do kro foforo so no anytime that you go into a new city, a new area, a new place, you will mpaboa fa wo mpaboa ni si asase pese ne so hwehwero na ka kire saa ekuro ne se ya megina wo kete we ase no wo ne ekuro ne ye baako baby a wo gina ya baby a wo se wo bebo wo bra no ade papa bia wo saa ho no wo se ekuro no o ma wo bi wo se kuro ne ma wasomdwie wo se kuro ne ma wo sika ne bi wo se kuro ne ma wa hoto ni bi wo so ma wani je because now you are one with sa asase kuro no but se wo kogina ho no na wo nwi se enye yie de a and that is how it will be for you. Because I remember me say time I'm 2 year foforo no at first I didn't know how I may adjust it, but I knew that definitely because the energy in me was like, yes, baby, I want kono eniema ebesesa. And then one day, me kwa abontino, I just stood there and I took the wind. So na framane ban framane bo in framane de. I stood there and I allowed myself to feel every little breeze. And then after that, I even wrote a poem that the wind saved me. It's for another day. Enti asase bia wugina so no yiwo mpaboa because asase na wo so ma waduane di. Asase na wo so ma wo baabi ma woda. Asase na wo so ma wa hotoso o ma wanije. But se wugina ne so na wo nwi a se wugina ne so na wo ka kire ne sa de papa bia ni mu de a wo be den nya sa de papa ni bi. Anytime you meet a new city, wuyi wo mpaboa na hwe soro na ka kire esoro ne fam nyina say ebre we no you are one with this place. You are one with saa asase kro na wugina ne so no. Because when our brabo ni be wia saa asase ni mu e na wo beda. So you cannot be an enemy to the soil na wugina so no. You cannot hate it and expect to say asase ne bema wo ho ato. You need to embrace that land fully and be one with everything existing in that place, you know, and then call into your life because every land has something good to give to you. Asasi biya no or the papa ewo ho no mo. Even if we say oh ha no me de ntokwa wo ho at the papa, there is somebody at this point na yete ha Iran e kono ono no afi na ne sika so eba. Because that person believed in that land. Onim se ye was so dear, but onim so betimi enya na de paso e was saa asase ne so. So we need to speak to the land, speak to every single thing around you. And remember, say, whilst you take care of others, you also need to take care of yourself. Men try and say, oh, pension, no, now, ma because the reality is that sometimes, they won't even come and do it. Especially, say, oh, a lot of Libra energy now. Wo twa wo ma no wo so pe wo sika ma wo ho save wo pension kakra because omo benyini bewie no obi wo ho kra na o mbe fi wu mpo enya saa bre ne na wo kosu akọ ha saa bre no na wo so wo de kakra na wo de sie ye no afa wo didi wo de hwe wo ho and then when you beje because you didn't save will be for later. Because you danced in your living room, because would bibia wakoma etone yem ewo ho, because would jina baby man from a pebi efa wo, you did the things that excited you in that time. No, let's just live your life, because we all deserve a little bit of happiness, despite the pain and the horrors and the sadness. Ye hiya say ye binya enije eni ehan kakra bi ewo yemu, and we have every right to also protect it in this time yin so enti wo hwe na wo konkofo ho a wo nya problems a wo hwe na wo de wafutuo kona ye nje a don't just go out there telling people say wo minimo ha una no aduro bra na menhwe ma they will not. Even if you have the solution, life and say, wait until somebody needs it, until somebody comes to you for it, then you give it. Ebu obeba wo ho, enimonyam ebeba wo ho, afe obi ntimi nwo mbubu weni chie bio, obi nka nkyere wo se wo pekasa dodo because nipa na wo hia na wo ma ni 2 lines a wo kọ wo be bi sua sane wo be protect wo energy. And then about love, sometimes in a year, even now on social media where people can put on any debe couples and them are case and them ma queens and ma way thank you me wa haisi paying emisa. Thank you for joining me and they wet me answering them about love, some people will find it in other things and yeah, in that romantic love, and for me, I've realized that because me say me know all the time, I know that my purpose has a lot to do with my child than it has to do with other relations and and that is not to disregard my relationships and now I value from friendships to partners. I value every single person, but me realize say my life is tied to my child because ono ninti na me ye ejuma me ye ono ninti na me movie ye ono ninti na a lot of things I did because of ono. And then lately if I had expected say be now my husband should be sending me I love you, I miss you, debe ya enka emise me rebe. But you see, sometimes I will be seated on the pool doing my business, and then my child will come to me, kiss my forehead, and tell me, Mama, me say yes, I love you so much, and then she goes away. So in that moment, if I were thinking, say, I wasn't loved, universe may remind me, say, my love isn't in the things na me expect to say a free bano. but in Bibi Fofro, which is my child. And then through her, I'm able to heal. Or ya ubiana na ewo makome move from before. I'm able to let go. I'm able to be in that moment, no. Because ebra will feel say it was we serious, no. The child comes around and tell you, Mama, let's dance, and then she begins to dance. Ebiana in that time, no. Why dream was sikebi cry wope. But in that moment, no life in a country will say that doesn't matter. That can wait. What you need to do now is dance. Because what if you say asa kakra na wo de besa wo besere no eno ne na ye all the happiness existing in that day for you? Would you just watch that happiness slip by because sikebi a why worried about no one sankai? No way, no. We should learn how to take in every single moment. And then me say, part of my joy, because when I look at my moon sign, part of my joy, it comes when I'm tending to animals. Ebi ameda be sorry no. Na cat biaba or chemi dada. I don't have any cats, but I have lots of cats who comes. The moment I may be me door, no be muso mu dimrika na or moba, because they know that yes, somebody is coming out to make sure I'm okay. And see, sometimes yen sheni ya yenya yeni jeni free mo. Ebi a winya bed seed bi na wo de gu plata so na wo de si we ni mo ho no ma. What wo porch ni mo na sa no ma aba na ode na no bom na odi a. Eho no winya some excitement bi. How about you do a lot more of those no? Because sometimes so many people they redirect almost say energy to a place I say wo do bebre a winya wo de bema obi. But enipa na wo hia omo ni nyina na omo te se car pa apa. Wo hwie wo do ni gumo no na odo no ehwie gu form. It is being wasted. Wo hwie do ni gumo no na odo no efa baby apa no na ekogu. But there are places where your love will be very well received. Ebi a wo wa adaje na wo fa na ejibia obekọ no that day no betimi aboa akra bi mana ye ne homework ubetimi de wodo no e de agu akra ni mu at that time no go ahead and do it. It brings you joy anyway. It's na wonye no. It doesn't really need to be about other people. It doesn't really need to be say woni obi ohonoma. The moment you decide to live together with somebody in the same wo se wa ware be ma no woni natena endi busumi nsia akra nipa kro no be fi waja wa no be free maja. And there is a reason why abrabone ma wo kwan ma wo nko ware yet se ne wo pe na o keep relations in a way say nipa no say o ehun ade ne de wo de ma ye ntena batema ye nhwe. And in the past no it was there a lot of these Uranus relationship where oba ne betimi be ma natena more than 20 years onya ne ho ade enye say omote bone so they are fine betimi awo nkwala be hwe nkra no everything about them is beautiful, but the only thing missing is onye ne ho ade. That is a Uranian relationship. Perfect. It doesn't really need anybody. Ne na odo no ya materialize love no. Ye de sika ato odo ne ho. Enti no na no ye kwa aware animu a. It is not really because it's a me do me kunu na me pese me ne tena forever. Enye because it's a me do me yiri na me ne tena forever. Be ma ne to ne niema a otro ni din gu ho. Oba ne so to ne niema a otro ni din gu ho. Oba ne te wa ni empire a obo nyina ne se ni kunu bewu no oba afoforo bi amba na one ne mmeku ni kunu ajapade ho. Be ma ne so te wo no ma empire a obo ne se o ma ne ba ni oba ni so much control na okwa abonten a oba na be ha no. Enti no be ma ne bi ho no ma ware na yiri na face say no the new trend no. Because we've materialized everything no. Bema no wari oba na japade ni na no de ne mami din na ode ye. Oba ne so ne bema ne tia. I almost say we've taken out love no and now we are looking at niema bebre ya enye odo. Enti no don't be surprised they say afi obeka say when I want it to be legal, I want it to be and yes legalization is bad. It's perfect. And it works for some people. It doesn't. Ya wonkofo bi wo ho no ma. Okoye court koye de ben ya wonu ni kunu betimi atena especially Satanian relationship, oh, they will grow old together. They will have fun together. They will enjoy their love and life in Bibia together. Obi ani mbri obi sika. Obi ani mbri obi nka se mikunu wu a it's because ote ho or train the moment japade beba no even the child nipa a wawo ne no or ne o kan se me papa wu a me maami wu a we na they even start to share your properties before mpansa wo beko nti wo be wonder se me ba do me because say ne me yema na say me ba ne do me because say or me because I'm the mother and I'm the father. Oh, because now it's about nipa ni wua obenya. It is not so much about they don't care about your existence. Sometimes some people even want you gone. Opema we free one temukra na ne ho atom. And ebeya one say oba da ni kunechi. Ne yema anka ni kunewu dada na ne ho atom. Bema bi so da ne yirechi. Ne yema anka the phone call obenya the next day ni say wo yire ba market ha no wa betwa hwema na wu. Na ne ho atom. Because at the end of the day, yama odona beye an impossible thing for us. And if you cannot find the joys of life, in these relations, because modernization of these relations, the problems in the doors, honestly, but so a part of what we are learning in this life, And there are some people with relationship, and no na will lack it. You cannot say that you will not marry. I know that some people advise you because me who be what TikTok they say don't marry. Marriage is a scam. Okawari obia and an no ni chini na onya kunu ni bino no tu nkofo for say I me de mempe we you, but I tell you that se nipa no ne chat ma kwan na onya kunu ni bia nka waware dada. But they will come and tell you, say, oh, me dear me and then in the end, you decide that you will not marry. But for baby, I will say, Bema, we see kane wo yire. Oba, wo lack, any wukunu. That is how it is done. Cosmically, no sanity. And until now, oba no nim so nya ni kuna. Then from then, you mean say Bema no ni sika, any oba ne lack na beshia. So now, no, it has to be a good time. Forever. That is why your body who ni kunu say or no ye ni sage penyini obi obetu ne fo obi obekere ne kwan ne ade enti okohia na chese wanya ne kwan kyerefo. There was so much respect for the head because ye nim say ye Jupiter any rule because ba wo kunu ye Jupiter. But today no be so too for say men worry. If you can get the marry because a lot of the time will lack tied to the spouse. Me ni bi o so a usika no tied to, especially se be man say Venus will be to say Pisces. Venus is exalted in Pisces. And to kofa oba na oni oba ni na mo benya sika. You can make money because Venus is in a very good place. Wo chart ni mo. And Venus in Pisces oba na so ye boko odwo oba obebre ne ho aso ne ne kunu be share ni dreams or the intuition or tenka wo ne ma ho so da ye wo ne ma ho na o ka kire ni kunu no mo de da ne ma saa. If you assume say because say obi aware enya papa nti wo so wo de saa netia, even sometimes impo when the marriage is difficult life or the wo come because you need to go there to learn something. Ebi ana wakoma ha wo pemrike tuo dodo wuni abotre wunim se ne obetena baabi baako wonam ha ba afi obe won se wakohia ba ma Satan ne rule no afi wuntime nya ne wo pebio o se amekunu de oma me kwan mekunu de oha me. But that is where your lack is. It is when you are where jai say wo dwane niema no na wa committed to bibi no, that is when the good things you want will start to manifest. It doesn't have to be near or be here all the time. You don't have to call yourself chosen. You don't have to live start living your life now. Do the things you are happy about now. If you want to paint, start painting now because you can start from some place. Kakra now. So woba no wuja ne wo ho na enye yi a find ye in a way say or home pa you can do something. it will help. And yes, I ye Johnny, oh, media me say ya. Because sometimes there are people you meet, they would drive your confidence. Ombema wenya kuku drama, you won't think say, wukra na nipa no or adorn with praises, sir. But I say, woman, okay, kachre when you quote you start to do amazingly beautiful things. And yema obey na kama. And it will you'll be in awe as to the life that you've built, the world that you've created, the things that you've done. But if we let people play us, and a lot of the time, you see that I tell you that so many people, almost head center, no, and yet defined. So many people. Enti center ni nye defined da. Ono ankasa ne ordwin onim ne ordwin. Enti okobie book bi page na e ka say, don't eat food. Oba obeka try we say don't eat food. Ochina okobie na say ka say oh eat food. Oh wa na obeka try we say eat food. So imagine say social media no is another form of control. I know that people say so, and pastors are controlling, but social media, yeah, another form of control. There was somebody can sit in their house and tell you, say, Jaya soriko, Jaya mpayebo, Jaya driani di, Jai say. But I think that true liberation, true freedom is when you can actually read something for yourself, understand it, and then go like, oh, I think this is good. And then you go ahead to practice it because you think it's good. And when you try it, you can wholeheartedly just let it go. Because when we say, you are not under any obligation to do things from obi or tene comfort. Like me, I sit here and then I dictate your life for you. You have no obligation to go and follow what I do. But it is when you listen and then you feel, say, oh, this is right for me. You just add it to to-do list, or your everyday habit. Now they kakra they account. So please, let's be mindful of what we are listening to, what we are actually allowing our energy to receive. Because me say, omo ye bibi fa yare hono. I don't listen to them because I feel no beke kan yare bi symptoms and obi ohokra on yare. But because it say otie sa yare ho niema yare we tie sa enye niema ni solution. Niye ka say wonsa keka wo a tre say wenya yare bi say wona ya say we say ya tre say why you say obetia fe sometime no or hɔ na ne na ase hye ase se keka na ɔno ankasa diagnose ne ho na wa hye ase so ɔno minro then inro ni momono na abeyi ne yare de ama no. Enti be careful of ade a utie ne ewo hwe ne ewo kind ne ewo consume no because all of that ewo energetic value be for your life no. It either will make you or break you. Either say ebeye wo yi ana say be say wo either say di hu beba beto yeso eti baby a wo be kwa ye di hu na ma wo no entem na waka kire wo ho say wo mpesa ye hu ne wo wabrabo mu. You don't need it because fear will only keep you small. Ehu ne be ma wa ya de kitikiti bi ehu ne be ma all the time and ube feel say won sombo wonye obi a ehu ne be ma what's that sorry you are asking yourself say me kwa anti we are see. But you are here in this world. You have a place in it. Oh, bia ewa asasi so. Ewiase na ye very vast. And there is a place for you. There are so many beautiful things ebetimi about abrabom. Enti embrace them. Allow yourself to receive them. Be a gracious receiver. Belinda Nechere Mesa, you need to be a gracious receiver. The same way now, utime mano. Once we are ye mawa somu kama and bless the people that give to you. Thank you. I think that we should end it here, and then I'll do the cash readings, for you. So me picky cards, I'll be doing this for the next 1 hour. After an hour, I should be done because me kwa confirm about school 3:30, and it's now 2:31. Into Efe Tako Infinite Spirit 3. 3 cards only. If you me bold, I was so mommy, and I'm not seated in my usual place in tea. Also, mommy, there, it means I have to move on to another person. 3 cards only. If it tackle, what message does universe have for you? So, Effie, we see here that this is your energy. And I think that right now the past energy is beautiful. I love the magician card. Almost say what's called a major arcana card. This card is saying that you have everything that you need. You are the magician in your life. Almost say magician who crown a wand, which is the wisdom. Okra this infinity symbol iwa hanomo ne kapisi hanomo healing ni sikada hanomo. So all these things the magician need to make done it create bibia or pese or they create. And magician they say you I want Canadian you have it, but unfortunately we see that you are stuck in this place. You are stuck in your past, or that you are having to deal with issues even in relations to your child or friend or somebody from your past, and you want to move on from that situation, but here you are, girl, stuck again, not able to go. Untime move on. It's hard. You see, say there might be something ahead of you a year better, but unfortunately, you are not able to move on. And when you cannot move on, you don't have to force it. You need to allow yourself to just be, because maybe near what's baby chrono, it is not done yet. And if it's not done yet, allow yourself to be in that moment. Allow yourself to take everything abrabono. Then when the signs change here, you can be able to now push forward without worry, without stress, without fear. So now stay in this place, learn a little more, allow yourself to just be in that place. Of course, for Stina, because I think she was the first one to pop up. Infinite Spirit, 3 cards only. Of course, Kwame, and dear, me kai within. You said me man kai kra minya asem. Of course, for Stina, 3 cards only. Infinite Spirit, what message does universe have for you? What are you supposed to know? What are you supposed to hear? Okay. Wawa pick 2 cards be the amount so of course, I think that for you, it's a relationship that you have, and we see that something nanka be smoothly, or you felt like you and this person were really connected, but we see here that the person may have been unfaithful and also so. And it's possible that he also lacks the commitment, any authority crane was say enka show relations anymore. So now things are rather difficult. So I think that you can deal with a difficult time with this person, this relationship for a while. But just like Mikatre, if when we are stuck, usually we don't have to do anything, because when you do something, you can obey to me as say or done. So allow yourself to now pay attention to this person's unfaithfulness, this person's unreliability, and ask yourself what you can do. And after when winning in area, then maybe you can start taking charge of your own life. So that wabra boni beti me a movie instead say Kwame, your full name ne your full name is not here. I'm trying to pick out there was one lady, Alice, over here. Infinite, yes, Tankoso, yeah. Nana Kwame, 3 cards only. Infinite Spirit, a message does. Let me keep you here. Nana Kwame, 3 cards only. Okay, so I think that you really may have been worried about situations be of course or past that. I say my braboni be ye bibi kakra, and then we see that there may even have been that family problems, and I say success was really hard for you to reach. But here we see that you are here, life, and you'll be celebrating something. Will be winning. It will be a victory time for you. So you'll be able to get out of this place na energy no nhyɛ reward no now. You will receive what you want. You best celebrate. You be who especially say maybe a bibi na wo pay, but you recognize it. Here life is saying that there will be that recognition. No? So you don't have to dwell on the past na past disappointment. No? Allow yourself to embrace the successful way. Ajay Kweku Raymond, 3 cards of me. What message does universe have for you? Ajay Kweku Raymond, 3 cards of me. What message? Who? What does universe have for you? Are you supposed to know? Are you supposed to hear? 3 cards of me. Ajay Kweku Raymond. So Raymond, I will say, if you were pursuing something, it seems that your dreams didn't come true, and in fact, now I'm so you may. I said this time I a bit heavier for you, but I think that life and also saying you need to be very firm. Almost say understand the situation that you have and decide emphatically say may far left and I may far right. If you don't decide, nothing changes. If you don't decide that and you're bad. So life and say you need to take the decision. Be very courageous. And then steer your path, because you see that this guy also riding motorbike and obi a otri motorbike no and a tricycle no onim say e was so timi keeping a balance a year enti no so when keep balance in a year, then of course there will be problems along the way. So life and take charge of your situation, especially if you wanted to travel. We see here that didn't work out or that failed, because why when taking charge of a name, or that if you are having problems, so that's what life is telling you. It says here that you need to take charge of things and be very courageous and keep your balance. So and no nebema feel dreams about reality, and now dreams about true. Tanko Robela, 3 cards on me. Oh, Tanko Robela, what message does universe have for you that you're supposed to know, that you're supposed to hear? 3 cards on me. Tanko Robela. Tanko. Okay, so I think that I have a dream. You may have had ideas, in fact, which as a baby or now person we embark on, but it seems that at the chrono you have not given up entirely on it, because we see that it doesn't come to an end. You were really excited about it, but I know I'm working out, and also I won't give you up on it entirely. But I think that life is also reminding you that maybe you have to slow down. Don't rush into anything, because this energy, your energy, you're very restless. So that is what energy, going forward, you're restless, you're a bit aggressive, kakra, you're ruthless, kakra. But life, I will say no. That shouldn't be how I obey. I think you need to plan. Use your logical mind in a year to plan, to structure before you do anything. So if Asha no one planning and structure in a year, entina enema say, yeah, life is reminding you that logic is the way to go. Trust your intuition, but apply your logical mind and so faka ho na fe ye ni ye also like a businessman be na ade no obeye ni ye obetutu ni ye. And on a the Alice girl didn't come back again. Where did she go? Infinite Spirit, 3 cards on me. Agnes Imorija, 3 cards on me. Agnes Imorija. So Abrabono say, Agnes, why you watch wabotre na mankofo bi treat you unfairly. Because they treated you unfairly, no. I say you were a bit sad, but now no, we see that clarity eba. Now I am more confused about what was going on. But life and say clarity eba, which means that your mind is clearing the fog, you know. So a very good time for you to take decisions you want to take. And I also say you can stick to just one thing. For when you share adie ba kupe. Instead say be a obeskata weni no, and then whoever was treated you unfairly no, life and say abotre no ye. But I always say when you are too patient, sometimes people can also ride on that. It allow yourself to balance your patience, with a bit of patience. The opposite here, and impatience. So, but at least you need to mainly ni back in ye. You need to take action and then clear your fog, now we decided. Infinite Spirit, Vera Adabo, 3 cards on me. Vera Adabo, what message does universe have for you? Are you supposed to know? Are you supposed to hear? Vera, why are you scoring these cards? So I think that if you are rushing into something, you are rushing into it, you are not thinking straight, your mind is not thinking straight, you have to be careful, because Abrabono say a bebre with sadness bebre, a lot of things, and he always say but I won't finish straight. You are just rushing into it, because we see here this person is rushing, or reliable, or planning, or no akaso be no, but in the end, no, I saw you reckless, me na waboegu. And then again, we see that I say you are going faster or just doing things reckless than you are supposed to, and that is going to bring you lots and lots of sadness. It's a movie here say ube jai American tentemono, and allow yourself to just Meridi card for Raymond Anameboa. I'm sure I did. Infinite Spirit. Now Lydia. 3 cards on me. What message does universe have for you? What are you supposed to know? What are you supposed to hear? Lydia, I think that Abrabone say nipa wone netia na nipa wone na kabo mono. You people, if you work together well, we see that it will pay off. Niema ebe pay off. But if now no, maybe I will reconsider, will reflect, share how much you've had to put in and how much is coming out. Life and say now is a time to just relax and then appreciate. You need to appreciate it, be grateful for this yield na every mokra abano. And then you don't have to just even enjoy the labor ne, you need to enjoy it. Enjoy sa labor no every way, no, because it's like this is the reward. So you are in a space where now you have to only just look at what you did and what came out of it. Every way, no, that is what you need to. So this is a reflection moment, which means that but a reflection moment. So just reflect on the Infinite Spirit. 3 cards on me. A J Raymond, and I say a J Raymond. 3 cards on me. What message does universe have for you that you're supposed to know, that you're supposed to hear? Raymond H.A. So Raymond, Abrabono say you are rushing. Opre. Life and say pray do, especially if you are making sika decisions. Abrabono say you have to be careful. Because even though it looks like luck is on your side, the things you do may not turn out well. Because I would say your thought itself is no good. And me say you are forgetting who you are as a person. You should work on your mindset, let it be very positive. Let go of sour recklessness, and focus on take, because it's a lucky moment for you. It seems to say almost say time is on your side. Time is actually going to favor you. But near no ebe manifest as something bad. Look at the positive side of your life, your reality. Let your thoughts be very clear and nourishing. Na winning through these situations. So what we see here that even though and it seems that there is some lack in some way, but you have to be mindful of your thoughts. And yes, outcome will not be good at all. Infinite Spirit, 3 cards only. Yamra. What message? Ooh. Does universe have for you? Yamra. What are you supposed to know? What are you supposed to hear? Hey, why are more picky 4 of Wands and lady? I think you've been doing some really good work in your recent past. You either may have moved a fear and I say coming together with somebody, but we see that there is joy and happiness. And na moto na wetu no. The niyama papa so the beba. Into life and say. It seems that currently, so you may be having the desire to travel or restart something, or the idea, as I say, was some baby. Life and a catcher will say it's a period for new beginnings. So whether a spiritual path, whether it's a whole new idea or a whole new baby, it's okay. I think the road is clear. Allow yourself to begin. But you have to also be careful because you're a retrograde period. So you can do the planning, do the thinking, and maybe do the way but this one can also mean that maybe you decide to travel home, maybe go to your home or travel out of your home under this window. Infinite Spirit, Gloria Boateng, what message does universe have for you? What are you supposed to know? What are you supposed to hear? Gloria Boateng. So even though you feel disappointed by your partner, that's why you're heartbroken about something. But life and say, even though you are disappointed, the relationship or the situation is not over. It's not done yet. So you have to be hopeful about the situation, which means that papa rekindle ne hope you. Infinite Spirit. Ooh. Gloria Jesus. Gloria Jesus. What message does the universe have for you? Are you supposed to know? 3 cards only. Gloria Jesus. Gloria, so somebody is cheating on you, and I also now cheating on Nipa Corona. We see that a relationship requires no matter what you do, this person also so you have to also be careful. Protect yourself, protect your energy. Then you need to stay out of that kind of energy. 3 cards only. Infinite Spirit, David, I am for 3 cards only. David, I am for 3 cards only. So David, now where to Anamobi? If you had moved or traveled or decided to go to learn, I say, Bibia we say we biano. We see here that they say baby I be do no ho chire wa ankasa, and you are very worried, you are anxious. What I wonder? Uchimaya will be brave. But life and so you see one thing about this energy in a say. Even though you are sad, I think you can free yourself from the hardship now. But one anxiety no be say you don't have a way, but there is a way. So you need to stop worrying and find a way. I think that's how you should do it. Just stop worrying and find a way. Use the ideas to set yourself free from this place. You will free honomo. Yeah, Safua. I think I found. Where's the Alice girl? Yeah, Safua. 3 cards only. What message does universe have from you? Oh, are they 3? I don't know. Yeah, Safua. 3 cards only. What message does universe have for you? Are you supposed to know? Are you supposed to hear? 3 cards. Yes, Safua. You are still getting similar energy. The first one now, a drop here, the 3 cards. That is one thing about tarot. I was thinking, oh, the energy is just not right, especially because they fell out. But life no say, and I'm all it's like you are doing a lot, you are putting in the energy, you are giving, but result but I think here life and a catcher will say you need to seek counsel. So be go to that person and then seek for advice and and then you can also take advice from your own mind. The way a near see corner winya bibia free near what they will shemo to an amor woman. Emma will say bia ye bibia. Life is say listen to the advice, because with this card we see that you actually have the experience, you have the knowledge, you yourself, you are the experience. So you have to be patient and then seek that advice. Especially if you are not receiving, then I think you need to balance your giving with that. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot pour. So allow yourself to pour from a good place. Then I mean who mema Nana 3 cards only. What message does universe have for you? Are you supposed to have? Nana 3 cards only. Oh, 3 cards only. What message does universe have for Nana? Ooh, yeah. Why am I there? I cannot draw these decks again. Okay. It's in Anaya, we see that this is your energy. And so be a must say we're free. We can say we loneliness more. Or recent past, if you were feeling alone, we see here that somebody I know that sometimes some people do that joint thing where other people come on, and but humanity, I really haven't figured out how it would work with somebody there being part of the conversation. Emma send me an invitation, no say open live session no. All right, sorry, that's just by the way. It's in I said now no, it seems that you were out of this lonely place and then now you decided to take action, maybe move further ahead with relationship corona situation. Now we see here that you were moving too fast means now there are problems, and it seems that so from your past and so popping up. If it's work and so then we see that an old opportunity can come back again. And you have to be careful, almost with this old opportunity, because sometimes it may look good, but it doesn't really look good. I say it may look good, but it may not be good in actual sense. It will be a few past about currently. It may not last for a long time, so you have to be careful. And say we move it too fast and so on. Then now, because I say what charge it too much, Osha ponko ya ponko na break akra, but you still are pushing it. And so whatever you want to do, life, you are going too fast, and that is why a Nema are stuck at this time. So maybe you don't have to go fast. You have to just take your time, one step at a time, and no ever wow. Oh no. And see, hey, I think Rita Boache, 3 cards. What message does universe have for you? Are you supposed to know? Are you supposed to hear? Helen, Ene. Oh, there's another girl I wanted to pick. I've forgotten. Okay, so why na me draw cards na mama? Rita. So Rita. Life no say almost say enema ye basaka kakra things you enema falling apart recently. You've been going through disappointment, you've been feeling very sad, and then let me say we healing, and so I say so you may be in this place where even healing impo, yes, healing impo no ye difficult kakra, and things were falling apart. Different. These things where are out of your control. You cannot do anything about them. But we see that they were happening. And currently, because of that, you may have lost. You may be in a place where bibi papa we nimwa. Abrabone Kachre will say, I think the danger part of or life, and now you've done the difficult parts, so allow yourself to rest, allow yourself to just relax. Over time, was say Niamatimi esesa kakra for you, because you are past the difficult side, wetwemu honomo. Wetwemu was a difficult side, I think then you need to prepare for some positive things to come in for you. Jabia Felicity, 3 cards only. What message does universe? Maybe when you're reading the number person be you reading a number obe free 0500326799. May year date of birth reading, which will look at your entire life, your best or past life or current life, career possibilities or relationship matters or personality. And then we will look at current energies, now what is going on. And how long I be a certain transit, a bella stay, be a say sikasemne dahin, everything about your life. We will look at it with your date of birth. And I say a cast reading, and so I don't know what the questions for you see. It's what the 4 questions about. Then we will draw the cards based on the questions that you have. Now, their answer. So, open clarity. Be you want to see or will it work out? Will it no? We draw the cards to figure it out. But yeah, sometimes say near be to say visa near there. But sometimes I feel a kind of way because me who say oh it may not work out. It feels very sad, telling the person that. It's maybe you can gain clarity on certain relations near there, but when it comes to the say visa and I say niema bisa no yanka fa kukudro na wo de yekoye. If it works out it does, but before I will be kwakoye ni mom if we apply before the application no dear, I think that we can draw the cards, but say why apply we na yama wo visa date say yama we interview data. Now be corner say share cards na. In fact, when I say it and it dims your spirit, I mama yes style kakra. So sometimes I would want that it be before the application, but if it's after, trust your intuition, be more positive. Now the corner if it works out for you, fine. If it doesn't, you've learned when you experience so around that time, okay. Infinite spirit. Jabia Felicity. 3 cards. Alright. It's a Jabia Felicity. Life, say, or recent past, if you encountered somebody, be or legal work, to say, be or police, say, so na we bibisa. We see that although this person will make you feel a bit good, but we see that he may not provide you the resources sika krona will peno mfamao. And I say it's just that maybe your past energy, it was fair. Things were treating you right, situations were right with you. Now life and they say you don't feel alone anymore because they say when you're winyansa, you are aware of your surroundings, but you have to around this time. But say yesika na wode kwahye bibia baby mo a, I think that this is just the right energy. Sometimes money needs to go for money to come. So allow yourself to do what you need to do. And I say you'll be na emma wesika ni bia. I advise that start looking for a way to make your own money. Shall say oh shekwaya obefa so a obenya wa wesika. Instead of maybe relying on this person, because we see that the person may not give you as much as you want. When you are with Nipana. Alright. So Alice, okay, I said I cannot draw these decks. Near free gune draws. So it's like half a deck now. Infinite Spirit. Wait, within your bonnet saying you mean to remember within or first name and I don't also like mispronouncing people's name. Would be in there, Alice Abba, Infinite Spirit, 3 cards on me. Alice Abba. What message does universe have for you? Are you supposed to know? Are you supposed to hear? Alice Abba. Hey, why are you getting this weird? So here we see that Alice, Emma said times may have been difficult in your recent past. And so happen control. These were situations outside of your control. And you struggled, and you became heartbroken too, even disappointed. So you've dealt with the heartbreak, you've dealt with the betrayal, and now you can't really see what is really ahead because kind of clear confusion no more. And then you also see that it seems to say effort enya effort you can say reward bia. So you do something, you gain nothing out of it. And I think that life and so Kai will say you need to, maybe if you are not patient, be patient. Nyabotre kakra not train, especially say the way now progress, you don't see results yet. I think you should take your time and enjoy the little ones and if a relational disappointment, and so I'll advise you take care of your own self. Instead, say obey obsessed with these relations. Boating 3 cards on me. What message does universe have for you? What are you supposed to know? What are you supposed to hear? 3 cards on me. Kweku Boateng, Abrabano say past, you've been feeling stuck, and currently, ope say utu anamo, but say ne hu kakra wo, but ehu ne so a ewo ho no. I think that ehu ne free ho no mo. Enti Abrabano say the fear, if you can overcome your fear, I think you'll be able to clear your path, take the decisions we say we take it. Say ehu no so stop understand that you'll be stuck in this place for long. Let me draw one cards. I draw card back. Also, mommy quite I won't be able to pull the decks anymore. Now my cards, I think half of them are down. for this particular deck, no. Infinite Spirit, Richard J. Pabana. Okay. So, Richard, Abrabone say you need to create a new identity. Enti no say kwaya nkofo efa so hu no ebredu say wo besesa sene nkofo efa so ehu no create your new identity. Life and say you need to embrace change and rediscover yourself. You need to craft a narrative a be align with your true essence, no. That's what you need to do. So create a new identity. And no be helpful. Me deck na kami no penti no. I'm struggling with Infinite Spirit. Call upon one card only. What message does universe have for him? Call upon. Okay, so life in Kai will say every breakdown a new beginning for rebirth. So like a phoenix, you must bend through the old to rise higher than ever before. It is a walk through a period where everything say Abrabone say a break it down we are afe wo besanya in sorry efufro na sorry efufro. So allow yourself to fall apart so that something new can come out of sa wabrabono. Infinite Spirit, Letitia entry. One card only. Letitia entry. No message does universe have for you that you're supposed to know, that you're supposed to hear. So Letitia, Abrabone say 10 page, Abrabone say you need to embrace new chapters with curiosity. Openness paves the path to wisdom. So if you are at the crossroad now, not knowing whether to make change, Abrabone say now is the time to make that change. Make that change, So instead of maybe sticking to the old, life is telling you that be comfortable enough, courageous enough to change. Baby, Gloria dear, one card only. What message does universe have for you? Are you supposed to know? Are you supposed to hear? Okay, so Gloria, Abrabone say deep within your heart there is a call urging you towards light and freedom. Trust that every step you take gently guides you closer to your true home. Intino, Abrabone say, now no, I don't think there was a mutre na. Abrabone si bibi keka wa koma now no. Frɛ wo say wo bɛkɔ towards a path filled with freedom any high. Enti now no trust wo step no. Because when you move towards this light and freedom, not just say you are moving towards your home, a place where you will be happier, you will be free, you will be better. And see, that's what you need to do. Equia Joyce, one card only. What message does universe have for you? What are you supposed to know? Are you supposed to hear? So, Equia Joyce, Abrabone say you need to stay grounded in truth, embracing reality with clarity and wisdom to navigate life's journey authentically. If your head is in the cloud, I will say, fantasize it. But ahokeka na wode beye ne opese we ye na eni hɔ a Abrabone katre will say you will be free saa na ada animo na afei no be very real with yourself. Be wenini nyina open your eyes. Jai se wo ye delusional no. Jai se bia nipa nyempa okasa obesesa. You let them keep on doing the same thing to you over and over again. Allow yourself to get your head from that fog, na afi wetimi embrace clarity because no na beboa wo ma wo life no wetimi akọ wenim. Kofi Francis, one card only. What message does universe have for you? That are you supposed to know? Are you supposed to hear? So Kofi Francis, Abrabone kai will say Abrabo ya kwentu na ehum bia na ebetu no eboa ye ma afe yetime dane ye ho ehu se ne ye be live life no eti no wo de ene se ehum na ayekoso wo wabrabo mu the storm that is happening in your life no let it teach you, let it help you steer your life well so that you betime moving on to the next chapter no with grace and with wisdom. Sana bravo ne kachre Infinite Spirit. One card only. Mamiya, what message does universe have for you that you're supposed to know, that you're supposed to hear? Mamiya, Abrabone say you need to get out and be inspired to keep working towards your life's purpose. So if you've been thinking, say bibi wo wenye se we ya, Abrabone kachre will say, wo goal no, wo purpose no, you need to get out there. You need to be more inspired to work towards your life purpose no, every way. So I think you can find inspiration. And then na fe wo de no na drive wo towards getting near wo pen. Amejiwa, Infinite Spirit, one card only. What message does the universe have for you? Amejiwa. Okay, so Amejiwa, Brabone Kachre will say no. Enema say wo wabrabo mu ate ase say ye chi no e han foforo ba nti sa han no nti e na say ye na ekoso no. So you need to allow yourself ma insisa na ekoso no enkoso. After that no, I think that near was a bano a beba. So a new beginning would come. Sanaba Abdullah, Infinite Spirit. One card only. Sanaba Abdullah. What message does universe have for you? One card only. And say Sanaba. Abrabone say you need to embrace change. Sonsisemo ebeboa ma afi wehu nipa foforo a woye. And then you need to also craft a narrative align with your true essence. Eti now no make changes. Changes are ebedani usuno, ebedani who you are. All the changes you need to do. Allow yourself to do them under this window no. Infinite Spirit, Ellen Idudako. Card only. What message does universe have for you? Come with them, Ellen Edudako. I think when I talk more, I start to feel my hunger. Helen, let me see. So, Helen, Abrabone Kachre will say, your light can never be dimmed by another person's shadow. So you should keep shining gently, and the right soul will recognize your authentic flow. So if there is anything in life you are worried about, Abrabone say, "Emfa woni shadow," or say, "Sumbi ebeba no cannot dim." Enti mean doom ne ewo ne it cannot dim you. Nanaya Abeka, one card only. What message does universe have for you that you're supposed to know, that you're supposed to hear? Anaya Abeka. One card only. Anaya Abeka. Okay, so Nanaya Abrabono, see, go your own way. Trust your intuition and embrace your individuality, paving your path with courage and authenticity. Enti, I say, anamawa opese wutuno, regardless of ni obi dwene ni obi ye no Abrabone say go your own way. Trust your intuition. Atinka na wote no, trust it. Na fe tu wa wanamo because anamo na wo betu no. Life ene say ebeboa. Me pacho yeah, memfa just wo first name and then to because wo first name no enkofo bebree wo bi eti yeah fa wodi two ni na to hono so that the card can pick your energy sa na ye no ba se ni emi hu edi ba ko baako nko na me ho. Teresa Gemfi, Infinite Spirit. One card only. What message does universe have for you? Okay, it's Gemfi. Abrabono say, no matter how uncertain, road na ewo we nimo no, etie no. Abrabono say trust han na ewo wo mu no, ede wo be nante through saa esumi ni nyina afa ede wo be kwa akopie ni eye wa wodea. What is meant for you no. Abrabono say trust in that inner light no matter how, because it seems to say niema ye chaotic kakra and niema ye uncertain when you're very sure where you can get to life. And say trust ye han na ewo wo mu no ebeka wo ho o say han na beka wo ho de wako de wo bekọ ne eye wa wo dia ho. So that is what you need to do. Infinite Spirit, Tina Gazy. One card, Tina Gazy. Let's go. Tina Gazy. Message this universe. So Tina, Abrabono Kachre will say, happiness is simple. Happiness in happiness is very simple. So life and say find joy in the life's small wonders. Find joy in life's small wonders, for they hold the key to a fulfilling and contented heart. Enti enema nkete no that magical moment, sunshine kakra, insuo kakra, bosome ne kakra. Ma weni nje niema nketewa ne ho. Or say enije no very simple. So you need to find joy. Maybe I won't follow me. You can follow me here. You can do that for me on YouTube as well. And I session we no me download the entire video ni na beto YouTube, sorry. So you can go back to it. You can listen to it. Whatever we talked about here, no bit me akoshe ewo kwa achiampon. Infinite Spirit, one card only. Kwa achiampon. What message does universe have for you? Okay, so I think Abrabone say you need to build your inner strength, and understand that no matter how I near mabekono, Abrabone say through all of the challenges and the problems, edobekwa could do baby Abrabone pese would do. So you need to build your inner strength in a year. Bibi anywhere we say timi him sa han krona wo mono free honomo. Deborah Hansen, Infinite Spirit, one card only. Deborah Hansen. Deborah, Abrabone say if there is something that you wished for, your wish will be granted. In the outcome, and so it may not be exactly what you want, but the outcome is something that you need. Even though near enye no na wo feel say nka wo pe, but no na wo hia nti abrabo no ebe grante saa adekro no e de amaw. Francis Sanaman, Infinite Spirit, one card only. Francis Sanaman. What message does universe have for you? Francis Anaman, life and say free spirit. Free spirit. Abrabone say we jai say pesa so mo bie ni gia. Na wo sha ase say wa wo ana wo ye ne wo kra ne pa. O say afi wo benya ahoto na wo pe no. Ubenya asumdue ne so. Enti you need to let go of the need say bia ube pleasing other people. No, you don't have to please anybody. You need to, instead of pleasing others, please yourself. No Helen Kasu, one card only. What message does universe have for you? Helen Kasu. Okay, so Helen, Abrabone say enema bi wo ho a na ye de asia ebe sha ase ese dead I think if there is anything going on in your life, sumawa, now this time can actually reveal a lot of these things. And Estina buying one card only. One message that's universe have for you. Ernestina, Abrabone say true growth is not reaching higher but returning inward. It is remembering your essence and allowing compassion to guide your every choice. Ehumobro. Ena or say enyini no enye say bi a wo dru soro na kire se wenyini but ebra wo nature we inside no. Eti e wo se wo kai nipa wo ye na afei no wetimi ama ehumobro so a guide wo kwan no. Any choice be will be making. So even when you make mistakes, you need to show compassion to your own self. Calm and justice. One card only. One message does universe have for you. Calm and justice. Calm and Abrabone say I was a explore options, and then sunyani was a usunya na fe expand the horizons, So seek after a higher knowledge. So now can be a learning period for you where life is telling you go out there, explore your options, learn whatever you can, move around to find because I think the energy is that ready. To help you explore, to help you move towards all the things you want to move to. Edu Abigail, one card only. One message that's universe have for you. Edu Abigail. So Edu Abigail, Abrabone Kai will say you also need to build your inner strength. I will say wukumu, oma wumu yeding. Because family any when family troubles are a bishia. Abrabone say obesha was so the work could do baby was say would do no. So all you need is to just trust in yourself and believe in a very positive future so that life's guidance at the obeko economy. Abena say one card on it. One message that's universe for you. Abena say Abrabone say I think that you will now find clarity. If say now you're confused before Abrabone say we be nya clarity. Adwene mu beta ho afi we be hu ne ko beti ne maase. The confusion will clear during these times see for you. Abena Veronica, one card on it. If I follow me account and when you're reading that so be reading me chat reading and I'm card reading and so any of them you can call me. My number is 0500326799 and at me first. I will never call you first. It will be send a message say when who be hunti branon shema. Understand that is not me. I will never reach out to you first. It's a woody a try will be back with you sika. Veronica Abrabone says I will die no to toss like if it keeps on happening your dreams so if there is a dreamer it happen many times Abrabone say nye coincidence your destiny na free so bibia na ase wo hwa na apie no Abrabone say enye coincidence your destiny wo hyebre na free enti ebra ba se wo be take that bold step no na wo be call after that destiny that dream no ebe boa wo infinite spirit mama kesoa one card only one message this universe infinite spirit Abila Mustafa one message this universe Abila Mustafa. Okay, so mama kesoa Abrabone say I will say we release the chains of your past. If your past enema because wo na still whether supreme Abrabone kai will say masa past free ho kate past ni lose eno na beboa ma afi wo ho beto ena for Mustafa abrabɔ say you don't have to be afraid of the hardships no ahokyere na awo mu no abrabɔ say ma ehu mbɔ e wo say wo confront sa challenges no with courage e no bɛboa ma afi wanyini e bɛboa ma afi wanya wonyansa e bɛboa ma abrabɔ na timi adane. So here is where we end the session. It may draw a general card for all of us, then I can move on to picking my child from school, and then it will be person be reading now. Obey me a frame 0500326799. Mama share with chats and my draw cards at the amount. And I will be frame the readings are booked for. I had the meba live and no minji obia bibia. Say ba ebe ye personal reading na eno betu aka ena ne bo so enyedin enti obetimi afre me after session na ya hwe for chat no 0500326799. Infinite Spirit, what message does universe have for all of us? What are we supposed to know? What are we supposed to hear? 3 cards only.
Can't get enough of your song of the moment? Download and indulge in the tracks you love over and over again with Spotify Premium. Tune in to discover an
message does universe have for us?
Tap the banner to learn more.
Eti ahane abrabone kachre ye ne say. In fact, life enye easy. In the recent past enye easy mpo say enema ye rather difficult. Ye ware mu. It's like a lot of people are sad because currently I say enema bi abeye clear. Ye fight ade no so a enye ye fight kra na ye we cannot fight it. So it seems to say cards na kachre say currently enema bi wo ho abeda di amaye enema bi wo ho aye komu a in fact eja reho eja ye ohaw na ye ni bibia ye betimi aya afa ho because ye fight kra na we see that we cannot fight it, we cannot get anything from it. Enti no yete ya reho mu yeti ye bremu yeti ye nisuo mu but life na kachre ye say e was say ye very courageous e was say ye nya akokudru ebeboa ye abrabo ne si yembie ya adwene mu yensua de emfiri ne ato ye ni mu na afi yemma kwan ma enyiano na ayepe no abrabo na mfa enyiano no emfa embreye enti no ne yakomu bia no life na kai ye say e was say yesua bibi a free side experience na yakomo no eti no since we cannot do anything about ne yakomo no ehu behia say ye besua ade mom e de free mo medase edi ni ye fia maame obepese obeye wo reading na obetimi afre me 0500326799 macrao bye.